Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Today we're talking about why okay isn't good enough. Are you ready? Well, let's get started. About 2 weeks into the shutdown, you know what I mean, the shutdown when everyone had to go work from home. About 2 weeks into that, I'm having a conversation with my neighbor at a safe 6-foot distance, and his team and his organization had sent all of their folks home. And I said, Tom, how's it going? He paused, he sighed, and he said, it's okay. It's going okay. Well, the question is that good enough? The look on his face told me, I'm glad we're making it, but it's not that great. And adrenaline can get us through the start of any crisis, any shutdown, any change situation. And for a while, we need to be okay with people finding their way, but we don't want to stay there, do we? We don't have to settle for okay. You don't want to be staying where Tom was when he said, it's going okay. So what can we do? Really, what I want to do today is help you think about how you can move past okay. Let's do that now. First, you need to know when to do it. When the change first happens, we don't need to set our performance bar at 150%, because in that moment, people probably won't be able to get there anyway. Sometimes, at the very beginning of a crisis, you'll have tremendously high productivity because people are in that moment of hyper focus trying to make things happen. That's okay, but adrenaline won't keep you there. So you've got to first know when to think about making a change. Know when to do it. Second, you've got to define current performance. If you're following with me, you're saying, yeah, that's where we're at, Kevin. We're at okay, and I don't want to stay there. But we can't just tell everybody, hey, okay's not good enough, brush our hands, and move on. We can't just say we need to get everyone to move to the next level. We have to define what current performance is. Let people know what you're seeing and why that's not quite enough. Then you need to define or co-create a new standard. In other words, we know where we are. Where do we want to be? What is the place that's better than okay that we want to get to? This could be about quality or speed, urgency, productivity, culture. It could be anything. Now, I noticed that I said define or co-create. I strongly encourage you to co-create it if possible. Bring the team together to say, hey, if we want to move to the next level of performance, what would that look like? I don't just want to spout out words, and I don't just want everyone to go rah, rah. I want to know where we need to get. And if we can get the team to co-create it with us, even better. But if for some reason we can't, at a minimum, we must with specificity describe the new standard that we want. Okay? Then we need to help people see the value in the new standard. Why is okay not good enough? Why do we need to get to this next place? How will it benefit people? And if they were involved in the creation of the new standard, this step will likely be very, very easy. Lastly, and only once we've determined where we are, where we want to go, and why, then we can work to consistently move there. We can do the things as a leader to move there. We can model the new level of performance. We can encourage. We can coach. We can do lots of things to get people to that next level. We can provide resources. We can do all of those things, but not until we can describe where we are and where we want to be. Closing the gap is the goal. Okay doesn't have to be good enough. We can move to a new standard. And now you have a process to help you do exactly that. Let me close with today's tweet. Okay isn't good enough. As a leader, it is our job to set a higher bar for ourselves and others. Well, speaking of setting a higher bar, every Monday through Friday, I send a short email to people who have said, I want to move to that higher bar, Kevin. Okay isn't good enough for me. And I send what I call the daily email. If you'd like a daily infusion, if you'd like 200 to 400 words to inform you, to encourage you, and inspire you 5 days a week, you can sign up with the link on this page. I hope you'll do that. And I hope you'll be back next week for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.